You're watching the Cooks Cup here at the Yarmouth Mariners Center. Coverage being brought to you by MC Media. CJ Killen with the call, joined by JR Surratt. We're going to get another repeat of what happened in the round robin play. It's the Yarmouth Vikings taking on the West Kings Wolverines. You know, in this previous game of the round robin, for 59 minutes, it was all Wolverines. The entire game, Wolverines dominated. But then that final minute, the Vikings, they held on during all that, mainly because of goaltender Riley Kroll in net. Kept this team in it, only kept it to a 2-goal, and then Vikings come back, tie it late, but then with .3 left on the clock, the West Kings able to push that one past and got the win late. The second game that the Vikings lost with less than 5 seconds on the clock, and right now as the puck is dropped, it looks to be more of the same as it's West Kings going right back on the attack.
Yeah, West Kings wants to make a point that, yeah, you came close at the end of the game. Maybe that's our bad for letting you get there. That's not going to happen this time. We want to come out, we want to put points on the board and keep you in a deficit that you're not going to climb out of and not force us to score a miracle goal with .3 seconds left.
And right now in the net for the Vikings, they don't go with Riley Kroll, who played fantastic for them against this team. They go with the starter who they had through most of the season, both as the Vikings and in Midget X. It's Bradley Varon. And I didn't catch the number of who was in net for the Wolverines, but he's standing a little bit taller, so I don't think it's Kerrigan Allen. It's number 29.
Yeah, it looks like 29, James down there.
Yeah, Paul James getting the start in this one. And again, more of the same as West Kings back on possession. That shot from the point, though, going just wide, and that's what the Wolverines did during their previous game. They kept it to the outside, pushed it back up to the point, and then we're taking the shot. That one going off the crossbar, and now the rebound shot going up and into the netting.
Yeah, that was a beautiful shot from the point out there. Rifled it high. You couldn't get it much more accurate than that, except not post and in.
Yarmouth Vikings defensive during the previous game was collapse, keep that center clear, and now it looks like they're using the outside again. Another disappointment for the Yarmouth Vikings. Brad Jones, again, not cleared to play, not on the ice. Again, he was definitely this team's best player all year round, and you know, a loss with him, who's also the captain, it's going to be hard for the Vikings to overcome.
Yeah, no, they need to get that motivation earlier in this game. So for West Kings, they need to keep Yarmouth out of it, but Yarmouth needs to come in early and say, look, we can play with a lead, and you're going to have to come after us.
Yeah, the Vikings haven't, I don't believe the Yarmouth Vikings have had a lead in this tournament. They've always been playing from behind and tying it up and then tying it up. So Vikings still looking for their first lead in the Cooks Cup. But, you know, their offense is there. They're able to come back late in games, but you want to see if, you know, get that lead.
Yeah, no, everyone wants to play with a lead. Unless you're a counterpuncher and you want to get hit first, everyone wants to have that lead. And the problem is you have two different types of teams when they get a lead. Leads are teams that will keep the pressure on and keep playing to win, or teams that will sit back in the lead and risk losing it because they're changing the play style. You take what's working and you don't change that.
And you know, we've seen a lot of that on our coverage of the Junior A hockey games as the Yarmouth Mariners Junior A team, you know, have a hard time holding those late third period leads. They'll be playing a bit later tonight and Saturday in Truro. That one will be covered by our counterparts up in Truro with their media coverage. But now going back in this game, Yarmouth making a good offensive rush, but it was 1-on-3, and the three are going to win every single time.
Yeah, no, I'm liking the colors here, West Kings. Definitely standing out.
And here comes West Kings on the counterattack, coming in. Quick cross-ice pass, no one there to receive it. Now the Vikings are going to look to go the other way. Here come the Vikings, looking to use their speed. Coming around is Menard. Menard with it now, coming all the way around to the outside, still with it, going down behind the net. Menard.
The problem here is if Yarmouth is looking to use speed, they had two forwards on the offensive play, third forward hanging back center ice, but all five of West Kings players were in the defensive zone before Yarmouth could bring their players in.
And I think the one thing we saw from the Wolverines, these guys are poised and they're confident in their movements. They have a plan coming in and they execute it. As that shot sent aside by Varen and then the rebound cleared aside. And now Vikings looking to go the other way. But this is the type of style the Yarmouth Vikings like to play, that attack, counterattack mentality. But they're still just not generating any offensive chances on that counterattack. But now a penalty coming up in favor of the Vikings, so now the Wolverines going to be down a man.
Yeah, no, I was looking center ice, so I didn't even see it. It must have happened behind the play.
Yeah, the play was somewhere behind it. We'll see what...
I think it's interference.
We'll see what the motion the ref makes towards the timekeeper. And yeah, it is indeed an interference, so a late hit behind the play. Going to send number 15 to the box for, note number 13, that's Jordan Jackson going in the box. Threes look a lot like fives from all the way up here sometimes. And Vikings able to win the faceoff, keep that one in the zone. That shot gets deflected wide of the net. Now Wolverines looking for the race for it, and they flip that one up and all the way down to Varen.
Yeah, no, Yarmouth needs to take advantage of this power play and get a score early and get up. If they allow West Kings to kill this, get their confidence and know they're settled, that's not going to be good. You need to take away their confidence. They made a mistake. You got to punish them for it.
You need to take advantage of every opportunity given to you, especially if you're an offense like the Vikings, who haven't been scoring quite as often as they have been during a lot of the other plays. But that's going to be a lot to do with losing your top offensive generator, but you need to overcome that. And now the Vikings looking to carry this one out. They try to dump it through, but no one able to win the chase, and Wolverine's going to send that one all the way back again on Varen, who again holds on for the faceoff.
I don't think that was an intentional hold on. He had his stick down to block that corner from the shot, and the puck just went right in underneath his blocker, underneath his hand. He decided, I'm just not going to move and leave this here. Let's take a whistle.
Yeah, why not going to risk of any unnecessary movements and having that one slipping through.
Yeah, I'm sure everyone was aware of what happened in 0.3 seconds last game, so you make no additional movements that you do not need to do.
And now, off of the faceoff, it's won by the Wolverines. That point shot right into the breadbasket of Varen, who hangs on for the faceoff.
Strong shot from the point there. Still on the penalty kill for West Kings, but generating chances.
Generating choices from their defense. That's what they like to do, those point shots, and look for rebounds. It's a strategy that works. It's not one that I'm a particular fan of. I like more of the counterattack. But, you know, the point shots, they generate shots. But the one thing is, especially with a type of goaltender like Varen, the point shot is meant to try and generate rebounds, and Varen doesn't give up a lot of them.
Yeah, no. The 2 points of a point shot are either generate through traffic for a screen shot or just put it on net and have your forwards who are down close pick up those rebounds and put in the dirty goals. So if you're going to take those point shots like they did, it was almost screen because the player got out of the way of that one. So just not enough of a screen to make it harder for the goalie.
Yeah, and the Vikings' defensive strategy really is clear the lanes in front of Varen. We know we have a good goal. We know we have good goaltenders on this team. We're going to let them kind of take the brunt of it, and we'll try and take our opportunities because, you know, we don't have the guys who can really generate a lot of good offensive opportunities consistently on this team, so we need to take advantage of what we get. But right now, Vikings not taking advantage of this power play opportunity as they still looking for their first shot in this game.
Yeah, you've got a 2-minute power play early in the game. You're fresh. You need to at least get shots on net. And West Kings is doing that on the penalty kill.
As again, the Vikings pushed off the puck, and now Wolverines just trying to clear it. And that one finally clears all the way down, but the penalty had already expired, so that's going to be icing.
Yep. The Yarmouth goalie was well aware that that penalty had expired and the player was on the ice. And once they rifled that shot down, his hand went up, reminding everyone like the rest, we would like an icing now. Let's keep it in their end.
I would very much like an icing, please. Can I please have it? I would like the face-off to be on the other end, sir.
Please, sir, can we have this in their end?
And off the face-off, the Vikings win it. That point shot going high, knocked aside by the goaltender, James. And now, Wolverines send that one through, and that one's going to be an icing, though Wolverines complaining and thought they had touched it up, but I think that touch happened a little bit before the center ice marker.
Yeah, no one's sure here. West Kings are all upset about the call, but there's no changing it now. So, you know, let it go, move on, and start fresh.
You can argue all you want, but I very rarely see a referee be like, you know what, guys, you're right. I'm going to reverse this call. Let's go the other way.
It's rare, but it does happen. You'll see an icing call that comes back to center ice because it was a wrong call.
I've only once have ever seen a referee disallow a penalty call after discussing it. But here comes the Wolverines.
Oh.
Fans on the passing attempt. He had a man wide open, but he just fanned on that first pass attempt. Again, it's not fresh and clean ice. That flood's going to be coming after the first period.
Yeah, you could see it from up here. He looked up, kept his head up off the puck, and made the pass motion. It just swept over and around the puck and missed it. Great scoring chance there, just negated by maybe the dirty ice.
Now it's the Vikings with the puck in their own end, looking for that outstretch. Can't get past the blue line the first attempt. Second one going to get through. Now stumped in by Menard as the Vikings all go for a change. West Kings with it now behind their own net, carrying it up. Looking to move and pass this one through. Hold up at the blue line, though, and they try to get it again, but that forward pass just out of reach. Vikings with it now in their own zone, trying to get through neutral ice, but dumped right back in, but that one hits up, I believe, on someone on the bench for a face-off.
Yeah, it must have been a player on the bench. You get a lot of players who are eager down there, want to be into the play, want to be on the ice. So when you're on the bench, you got like 60% of your body leaning in and over because you're into it and you want to get in there. But often than not, you're going to have pucks flying down there, bouncing off a hand or a stick, and then you get the quick whistles.
You know, in a lot of other sports, any personnel change normally takes place when the play isn't live. Hockey, one of those rare sports where you're changing lines during play, trying to keep those fresh. Is another penalty now coming up against, I believe, another one going against the Wolverines.
Yeah, no, they need to clean this up and stay out of the box. They're a great team right now. They're generating chances. They have confidence. They can make passes. But right now it is sloppy play in the first, and you're giving Yarmouth a chance to get ahead of you.
That's Jordan Etheridge in the box now for the Wolverines, who are able to win the faceoff, send it down, and are going to win the race. Here they come short-handed, come in, backhanded shot, saved by Varon. You're going to have to pull off a little bit better of a move. You're going to want to try and beat Bradley Varon, such a top goaltender here in the High School Valley Hockey League.
Yeah, no, he had a great chance there, great break on the penalty kill, but just tried to do a sneaky backhand to the blocker side. And you've got to make a better move to make the goalie move before you make that play.
Yeah, definitely. You probably would have been wiser trying to pick a far corner, but another shorthanded opportunity now. But that pass off the mark, and now could be an opportunity for the Vikings coming in, trying to dump it through. But again, it's 1-on-3. The skaters very far behind for the Vikings. 3 men still on the blue line on that rush. The player forward needs to keep up with his fellow teammates.
Yeah, no, they're getting speed off a break, but the problem is it's not any numbers. Yarmouth is breaking and getting a man in, but West Kings is just shutting them down with numbers, and Yarmouth is kind of hanging back in center ice again. Now we've got it here. 2 forwards in the zone. Third forward just breaks the blue line, and the defensemen back on their blue lines.
And, the Wolverines defensemen, they know that. They are holding on to the puck, passing it back and forth, and as soon as they see that third forward cross that blue line, they're like, all right, now it's time to clear it out because, again, I just had to remind myself, Vikings have a power play right now, but the play, they haven't set up anything offensively right now. Surratt now just trying to cause a turnover. Now Menard trying to put on the pressure, but down the puck goes once again and over into the Viking zone, and it looks like the Wolverines going to win the foot race.
Yeah, West Kings appear to be clearing at their own discretion again. They've made mistakes and gotten penalties called, but it's not hurting them because they have such domination in their own zone. Yarmouth will dump the puck in. West Kings take it and will we clear it on this side? No, we'll pass the other side. How about clearing here? Okay, and they send it down.
Coming up on now 10 minutes into this one, Yarmouth still looking for their first shot of the game, and now physicality starting to pick up but just bouncing off of, that's a 4th hit in a row and still no one moving off of it. That's some fantastic work there. I believe that's number 22. James Hunter absorbed 4 hits and wasn't even affected by it. The captain showing some good work there as Varon makes the glove save, was once again back to even strength.
Great play down in the offensive end by the captain, number 22 there. Brings the puck down along the boards. Hopefully we can get a replay and put this up for everyone. But he's down there along the boards and pins the puck. You know he's got to kill some time. One man comes in, hits him. Doesn't move. Second man comes in to try and help. Doesn't move. Guy hits him again. He's just like, no, the puck is not moving right now. And that's the style of play and dominance that West Kings is demonstrating now again over Yarmouth, that we want to play the puck here. You're not changing how we play.
The name of the game for the Wolverines, I think it's been true on every game I've seen them play. It's puck possession. They want that puck. They want to set up, and that's the exact opposite strategy that the Vikings want to play when they want to do the rush and counter rush. Now St. Nicholas hitting that one hard on Yarmouth to remove his man from the puck, and here comes Wolverines again skating backwards and then sending that one back up to the point.
Yeah, no, that was a great open ice hit.
Yeah, West Kings again with that point shot going wide, and another hit, that time being thrown by the Vikings. Yarmouth now trying to get it through, now being passed back and forth, carried out in front, but no one able to get a stick on it. Now back up to the point, just kept in. Now trying just to send that one deep. Now it's back on the Viking stick. Yarmouth trying to clear it through, get past one guy, and now it's St. Nicholas.
The penalty called.
He's going to draw on that one. Went in with the shoulder, I think, a little bit too high.
I think they're going to call head contact, 4-minute head contact, I think, but I don't think that was a clean hit to the head. I think that was a bad call from the far-off ref.
I don't know. I think St. Nicholas, no, that was an earlier hit. That wasn't the exact one because after St. Nicholas delivered that penalized hit.
No, that was not the penalty hit.
It went definitely into the box. I thought I saw the shoulder go a little bit high on that one, but now it's timekeeper wants to doubly make sure what exactly probably the timing is on that one. And it's
just a 2.
Just a 2 minutes. I didn't think St. Nicholas intended to go for the hit, but I did think that he was a little high. There was that little bit. So now Yarmouth going to get their third power play opportunity in the period. There's one player down on the ice for Yarmouth. Had the duck as that one was going straight for his head.
Yeah, no, he did not want to be in the way of that shot. He was down on the ice. He got taken out of the play early, then saw his defenseman wind up at the point and just like, nope.
It's a glove pass now, so the face-off coming outside of the zone for the Vikings. That was the longest time Vikings had possession in the offensive zone so far in this one, but averted by a glove pass, so now face-off coming outside the blue line.
Yeah, no, I didn't see the head contact with that earlier hit, but the referee called it, but at least it wasn't a 4-minute. It didn't look like a bad hit. It looked like the player had kind of leaned forward, so what would have been a clean hit became head contact.
And that's why there's the 2 and the 4-minute to change those ones. You know, even if you're throwing a hit, you got to be aware where the guy's head is, and you need to do your best to avoid hitting it because, you know, you got to protect the brain. We know a lot more about brain injuries than we used to, and, you know, especially here at the high school level where, you know, the main object of the game still having fun. These aren't professional careers like in the NHL. You got to protect these kids, so playing a fun game for their school doesn't end up having life-changing consequences for them.
Yeah, no, and we've got to see more protection. I mean, you know, the message isn't going to go far from here, but I want to see more protection at all levels. You know, you're in the high school level, you got everyone with a full mask. That's great. That's going to protect the kids. But then you get up in, like, the junior A's, and they've got the half mask, and it's not even a half mask that protects their face. It's kind of like a sun visor because nobody wears it down over their eyes. It's tilted back up, right? They got full vision. So, you know, you're going to see injuries happen, especially when there's no push from the leagues to protect the kids. And that's why I was frustrated when the player was down in the offensive zone and there was no whistle because he was still in the play and at risk. And when there's someone at risk, you blow the call.
Now another shot from the point, that one going wide. And now Vikings looking to go the other way. Yarmouth, though, sending that one a bit too far out of reach. Now it's Yarmouth with it in again at the point. Sending it cross ice, still on the power play, a little bit less than 30 seconds left on the man advantage for the Vikings. Vikings still looking for their first shot of the game, have yet to register a shot here in the first period with 2 minutes left in the first.
And this is their third power play with no shots registered. This is not how you win games.
You can't win games if you don't shoot the puck on net.
Yeah, no. The defense wins championships does not work if you do not score at all.
Yeah, that's not just an opinion. That's statistically accurate. You can't score a goal if you don't have a shot.
Yeah, no. Well, technically, that is true. You can score a goal and not have a shot, but it's the other team who put it there.
And I don't think with the defensive responsible Wolverines, they're going to give the Vikings a free one.
No, they're giving them 3 power plays already that they've done nothing with. So I don't think they're going to go the extra mile and say, here, we'll put one in the net for you.
Only one thing, though, West Kings still not generating a lot of shots. They haven't been controlling the play as often as they did in the previous meeting, but they still had the control of St. Nicholas now, fresh out of the box, past that one over that shot, going wide. Now the Vikings looking to clear it along the boards, but no one there to help push that one around, so once again, Eldon at the point. Wolverines still with it, passing it back to the face-off circle. Now just hanging it right near. Final minute here, trying to send it back up to the point. But that one then, again, hitting sticks and the puck bouncing all over. Vikings doing a good job not making sure that the puck is getting through clean, but they're not doing enough to get it out of the zone.
Yeah, no, they're faltering back here, and West Kings just seems to be everywhere except now where the breakaway from Yarmouth.
Here comes Yarmouth coming in, shoots. And that one able to be saved by Janes, getting a piece of it. And that's the first shot of the game for the Yarmouth Vikings, coming with just 30 seconds left in the first period.
And a great quality chance on that break, but didn't do anything really with it. Just came in and put a shot right on the goalie, who didn't need to make much of a move to make that stop.
Yeah, James just followed his man and was able to make the save. As now Wolverines going back on the attack here in the final 5 seconds left. Might have an opportunity for one more shot. There's the shot, that one going just wide.
That'll be it.
And that'll do it here. It's a tie game coming out of the first, as you see the replay. Coming in, that shot, and yet James just stayed with him all the way.
Stayed with him and shut him down. He closed that 5-hole, and I think that's where the shot went.
It's been all Wolverines here in the first, but unable to capitalize in it. You have been watching High School Valley action. It's the Cooks Cup a little bit later than normally, but it's here now. On mcmedia.stream, you can watch all the games we've had so far in this year, as well as past years of the Cooks Cup. Catch it all up there. We'll be back for the start of the second here on MC Media. getting ready for second period action here. It's the Yarmouth Cooks Cup tournament here at Yarmouth Mariner Center, brought to you by MC Media. CJ Killen with the call. We'll be joined shortly by JR Surratt having a bit of a snack as we're about to get underway here. It's a tie game with both of these teams getting ready to go. It's been a one-sided game now for the Wolverines, and we'll see here if Yarmouth able to turn the tide.
Indeed, and one of the great things about these events are the sandwiches.
As JR continuing to finish snacking on that final sandwich, a good snack out there. It's good assortment of food for the team players, the coaches, and thankfully these guys also nice enough to let the volunteers have something because they know we're putting in a lot of work here. There's a quick shot there by Wolverines. West Kings looking to get right back to where they left off of controlling a lot of the play. The Vikings didn't register their first shot until the final 30 seconds of the first period. You know, when you have control like that in a game, it's probably extremely going to be difficult to win a game if all you're generating is one shot. As right now, the Wolverines continue to put that pressure on that shot, though, going just wide. And for all the pressure, though, the West Kings have had, only registering 7 shots.
Yeah, no, you would expect with the control that they've had in this game that the shots on net for the first period alone would have been at least 15. But they've controlled it, and the shots have been blocked, again, by Yarmouth, who's cluttering that center lane.
Yeah, Vikings doing a good job standing in front of, you know, the shooting lanes. The passing lanes have seemed a little bit open, at least along the outsides. The referee going to redo that face-off, say it wasn't done fairly.
Yeah, Yarmouth doesn't control the box well. West Kings has set up a control box on the outside, and they can play the puck around out there all day because Yarmouth isn't chasing. Yarmouth is controlling that inner lane. Oh, and that was a great chance on. A
deflected puck hits the pad of Aaron, who, thankfully for him, was in good positioning to be able to avoid those deflection goals. And now West Kings tried for a fancy tip pass play over there, but goes onto the stick of a Viking, and now it's the Vikings getting ready to go. That one passed up. Now goes cross ice, no one there to receive it, and Vikings finally able to clear the zone. Yarmouth now trying to go in on an attack, but quickly has the puck stripped once again by the Wolverines, who are now looking to go the other way. Here come the Wolverines. Now in neutral zone, going right back. That pass misplayed, but Yarmouth all the way far back on their own blue line can't take advantage.
Yeah, expecting the Wolverines to come at them quickly. They'd already recoiled back to their own blue line, so when the pass went back, they were just like nowhere near to play to take advantage.
That one, the referee saying that it was played, dumped in before the center line, so we're going to go all the way back over for icing.
And for some reason, the player thought that the referee was incorrect again.
More assumptions being made by the players, but as I said a few times in my experience, both wearing this headset and behind and back on instant replay, where I scrutinized every call they made to make sure they got it right. 90% of the time, the referee makes the correct call.
Yeah, no, and they're going to make even if it's not the correct call, it is the right call for what they see, right? You know, plays will happen where a player might be held or grabbed on the other side of the body that the referee can't see. You can't make that call. But when he sees that kind of effort on the other side, they're going to make those calls.
And do we honestly want robots making those calls? Because I think that's the beginning of the uprising.
Well, even with robots that could make calls, you would need a large amount of cameras all around to attempt to see what's happening. And I will tell you right now, if you had automated referees at a game, the first game that was run in that automated mode would last for 3 to 4 hours because every single grab or pull that players get away with right now would be called. And it would be ridiculous.
Oh, yeah, it would be very crazy indeed. And, referees do a good job, though. I am a fan of using, I like what the NFL is doing and incorporating more and more instant replay review because there's that fable that it takes so long to review a play. Again, I've run on an instant replay. If an instant replay guy doesn't know what happened on that play 5 seconds after it happens, you have a bad guy running your instant replay.
Yeah, I know. People are always worried that it's going to slow the game down, especially for like baseball. I know we're at a hockey game, we're talking about other sports, but baseball is a game of anticipation. It takes long enough as it is. I don't like watching baseball. I prefer to play it when you're involved. But sitting there as a fan watching a long game for baseball and then expecting to watch replays for baseball, that's just not going to do it. And you've got, even if it was a benefit to the game, people do not like change. So they don't want something
Especially
that's gonna
baseball
go in.
fans.
No, nothing is going to change there, and it's tough. But you see the league where they want to make good calls, and they've got a challenge now. So if a player's called out and it's clearly a blown, they can look at it. It's limited, and it adds a new dimension to the game. And yes, it's going to take a little bit of time and add on top of what they do now. But you have to develop and grow, or you stagnate.
Continuing to be back and forth action. Both teams just moving this puck back and forth through the neutral zone. No one able to get a chance. But here come the Vikings with numbers. 3-on-2. That shot goes right into the breadbasket of Janes.
And they have now doubled their shots.
With just the second shot, you got to think for Paul Janes. He's been sitting that net. You're not seeing a lot of action. That might be a wise idea just for the Vikings to just quickly have that space, take that shot, because James might be cold and he might not be expecting it.
Yeah, but you want to take those shots on quality shots now. You don't want to throw a lot of trash at him and get him into his zone, because now you're warming him up. So if you're not going to take a lot of shots, make sure that the shots you do take are quality and force them to be on the ball.
Vikings won the faceoff, weren't able to get a shot off through the bodies. And now Wolverines look to go the other way, and that one just slides in, easily handled there by Varon. More back and forth action here. At least it's a bit more back and forth than it was in the first. Vikings at least putting a little bit more pressure on the Wolverines skaters, not letting them sit with the puck as much as they were in the first.
Yeah, and you're also seeing a little bit cleaner play right now by the West Kings, and no unnecessary penalties.
Yeah, first 5 minutes done here in the second. Now here come the Wolverines. A good move around his man, a shot, and that one going just wide.
Yeah, rifled that one high. Had a good lane to take the shot, but again, a lot of players are roofing those shots instead of putting them on.
That shot, though, that clearing, going all the way down for now an icing call going against the Vikings. Still looking for the first goal in this one. Shot 2 for the Vikings, 10 for the Wolverines. Still looking for one team to, fully take that opportunity on the offense. Haven't really seen any great chances yet that made me say that a goaltender's really stolen one yet. It's just been a lot of point shots, a lot of close odd man rushes, just shooting it in. Still waiting for that first really great scoring opportunity.
Yeah, no, you're seeing Yarmouth apparently playing a bend but not break game here. They've allowed 10 shots already. The game has spent a lot of time in their offensive zone, but it hasn't broken. It hasn't gone into the net. They haven't given up the goal. So they're giving up and sacrificing a lot of space and area to West Kings, but they haven't broken yet. And that'll work if they can maintain that. But they need to generate offense as well. And the problem is that when you're going to make that choice to generate offense, you may then open a door and lose that control of your zone, and you take risks. You're not going to score a game playing safe all the time.
Once again, another face-off coming up. This play starting to slow down here in the second third of the second period.
Yeah, we confused it. The second third. When would you hit the first third?
Well, the first 5 minutes, 15 minutes.
Oh, no. I thought you meant like second third period, right? Yeah. There's no fractions in hockey, okay?
There's a little bit of fractions in hockey. That's what goaltender save percentage is. Now the Vikings.
That's a percentage.
But what's a percentage but a fraction?
It's not a fraction.
And now, as we're debating math now, as the Vikings going in on the attack, tried for a wraparound, but has the puck stripped. Now Wolverines trying to get it out of the zone, but held in at the point. Good job holding the point by the Vikings, but don't put in that extra effort on charge once they dumped it back in. Now it's Wolverines coming the other way, coming through. That shot again wide of the net. Wolverines right now having a hard time just hitting the net here in the second. They're creating opportunities, but they need to start at least putting the puck on Varon.
Yeah, they need to keep up what they did in the first and just generate chances, put those shots on. You're going to get good rebounds. You put the rebounds in there, clean up those dirty trash shots, and put pucks in the net.
That shot going just wide of the net, and once again, now it's held in by the Wolverines, who take another point shot, easily handled by Varon. Wolverines now looking to put in a lot more pressure, but now it's taken away. Here come the Vikings. Looking to go the other way. They push it past the blue line, but can't maintain control for much longer than that. That clearing attempt, though, bounced off the body. Vikings may have numbers. Here comes Yarmouth trying to carry it in, but it's poked right away, and here come the Wolverines going the other way. Wolverines may have numbers. 3-on-2 right now. Waits up. Still with it in center. Shoots, and again, over the net. No one touching that one, and back outside will go.
That was some poor decisions made by Yarmouth at both ends of the rink. They had the puck at the blue line on the offensive end, a little slow, and then carried it in. But instead of maintaining that pressure, they went for a line change and lost control of the puck. West Kings brings it back down the other end, a 3-on-2, with all the time in the world because their line change for Yarmouth was slow to get on the ice.
And a good deflection there by the Wolverines. Varon just getting a piece of that one with the toe. As Wolverines continuing to put on a lot of pressure as the Vikings have no choice but to send that one down for icing.
Yeah, no, that was just poor play. They almost gave away that goal. That's the bend but not break, but that was a clear break chance for Yarmouth in those decisions. Like that was not the smart move there. I don't know if they were too tired and needed to get off or what, or miscommunicated that maybe they needed to dump that in. A dump from the blue line would have protected them, but they just lost it.
Another good opportunity, centering pass. No one could get a stick on it as Wolverines right now, if they were more accurate in their shots and their passes, this would be far and away a blowout with the amount of control that they had. But still, Vikings bending but not breaking, as you've been saying, still keeping this a tie game. And now here comes Yarmouth looking to go the other way. But that forward pass just out of reach.
The good news is, though, that Yarmouth is challenging the players for West Kings up in that box. The last game we saw them play, they sat back. It's like, hey, you want to control it up there? Control it up there. But that generated way too many chances and goals for West Kings. So Yarmouth now, the forwards are challenging those defensive players on the blue line and not letting them sit back there and find the open man.
They just need to start, I think, sending more help on the offensive rushes because this is a fantastic defense that the Wolverines have, and they don't break often. Now it's a turnover, a backhanded shot. But again, there's all 5 players collapsing, and they only had about 2 deep for the Vikings, but Wolverines had to send that one all the way down for an icing call.
Yeah, too many bounces there. They couldn't really set up control of the box and just decided, let's get rid of this now, reset, and come back. Because they are confident in their control. Their zone control is strong. And from all the teams that I've seen play today, they are clearly a favorite.
Yeah, West Kings are playing very well right now. For either of these teams, the winner of that going to be meeting Central Kings Gators over in Arena 2. That game will not be aired on MC Media. Is that on the other King? Is that St. Nicholas, the best chance of the game, but Varon grabs that one off the one-timer.
Yeah, no, great effort there. Bring the puck around the net and hit the open man. And he had a clean chance. You know, no stick-on-stick action from the defenseman to interrupt that, but just rifled it right into the goalie's stomach.
Now off the face-off. It's the Wolverines winning it, now looking to get that cycle going along the outside yet again. Wolverines with it now in the corner. Still with it. And now it's a shove. Able to take his man off the puck. Vikings trying to carry it away, but they give it right back. Now it's a point shot. Can't get through all the bodies. Bouncing around. Still can't get through all of them. Now Vikings trying to get it out. It stays in. Still with it now are the Wolverines going right back on the attack. Here comes West Kings, and again, missing on the tip. That would have been another great offensive opportunity.
Yeah, no, great cross pass there into the blue paint, but not able to get enough stick on it. And another shot here, up high with a rebound.
How is that not in? How is it not in?
Oh my
I
God.
don't know how that didn't go through. Varon lets the rebound go. St. Nicholas had an opportunity. I thought he had a slam dunk. That one goes across the crease. Somehow Varon able to keep that one out.
I am just watching the screen now, waiting for our replay crew to get that up so we can see what just happened. Here it comes. It looked like he had a wide open net and days to make this shot. There he is, bringing the puck across. Like, look at this. Fanned on it. Oh, and then he had the stick down. Well done. Well done.
The Wolverines had 2 opportunities at a wide open net. They fanned on both of them. Finally, they get stick on the puck, but Varon's stick was able to get there first, makes the save, as Varon is the only force keeping his team in it right now. And now just like that.
No goal. It's waved off. There was a penalty called. There's a penalty called.
And it's a kneeing call. Right now, though, Wolverines making the argument, hey, we didn't ever have possession of the puck. It shouldn't be blown dead. That was a deflection. Should be a good goal, but the ref disallowing it. That's a judgment call on the referee, but it's going to be one that, West Kings fans are really going to be arguing.
Oh, that's heartbreaking. I mean, I saw the penalty in the behind the net. I saw him make the play. I saw the hand go up. But then to watch that puck dribble in on the delayed call that they clearly didn't have contact with, and then just have that, nope, you don't deserve that, we're taking that away, that's tough.
That's tough, and now we'll see how West Kings responds. Are you going to act disappointed off of that, or are you going to act angry? We'll see how it goes here on the penalty kills. Now the Vikings looking to go right back on the attack, averting disaster. And now it's a point shot deflected. Puck sitting in front and goes back out to the point. Another shot. That one's blocked. Trying again back out to the point. Another shot. That one going wide. Vikings putting on some good pressure here. They're best of the game. Moving that puck around here on the power play. Able to cause a turnover now. Loss of the puck.
Oh, another penalty.
And now here it comes, that retaliation going against the Wolverines, and that's going to do it. 5-on-3 action coming up.
Yeah, that's tough. The player got frustrated on the hit down there and came back, gave a cross-check to the head. He may get lucky to not get tossed out here.
We'll see what the ref says, if it's just the cross-check, if it's a blow to the head.
4 to the head.
4, blow to the head. So now going to be a 5-on-3 for a minute 16, and then another about, math is hard, about 2 minutes and 30 seconds.
Remember, there are no fractions in hockey, so get your time right. 2 minutes and 30
seconds, so about 2 minutes and a half on the power play.
Yeah, no, this is going to be tough. West Kings has shown dominance and control of the game, but they are giving Yarmouth an abundance of chances to make a difference and get out in the lead. And Yarmouth, like I said, the bend but not break, they are giving up a lot of shots. 17 shots so far for West Kings, but no goals. So if they can get a score here and take a lead and continue with that defensive measure, they can pull off a win.
Now here come the Vikings cross ice. Another shot sitting out in front. The rebound. Kept out.
Oh.
Just kept out at the red line. I could see it clearly from here. The blocker of Janes hits that puck in the nick of time.
The nick of time is from the whistle. That play was still live when it was called. The ref lost sight of it underneath him, but the puck was still sliding around. You could see it here in the replay. Shot comes in, tipped off a couple bodies. There it is scrolling across. And there it is. It's free, but the whistle, because it looked like the goalie had fallen on it.
Now it's the Vikings putting on a lot of pressure here. 5-on-3. Another shot. That one goes off the outside of the post. Vikings, though, still within in the zone. 35 seconds left on the 5-on-3. Puck, though, almost coming out of the zone. Held in again at the point. Vikings continue to put on a lot of pressure. Yarmouth, though, needs to get a little bit more crisper on those passes, and now they were moving it back and forth. They still have it again. Here come the Vikings. A shot. Can't get through the ball. The bodies in front. St. Nicholas now trying to clear it out for the Wolverines.
Or just hold it down there. He's trying to burn some time and get his guys to the box.
Vikings have it again. Can't be settled at the point. That could have been a good opportunity. Yarmouth now. Fan on the pass again. Not much power now. Yarmouth
Great effort by 92.
Through. Good work there by the Wolverines to get it out, but a little bit sloppy play, and the Yarmouth allow that. So now we're just back to 5-on-4 for another 2:40.
Great work by Morse there on the defensive end to get control of that puck, fight off the Yarmouth player, and clear the zone.
Now here come the Vikings. Looking to go right back on the attack. We'll see if they can maintain that more pressure, but again, they can't get through that blue line. Once they had that face-off in the offensive zone, they were able to set up, but now the difficulty that
we got a whole lot of chirping here on the blue line.
Unsportsmanlike conduct now going against, I think it's both of them.
I'm hoping it's both of them because there was a little chase action going on. Yep, technicals on both sides.
So that's offsetting minor penalties, so still 5-on-4 action here. There's a little bit of extra chirping going on. The ref not having any of that. So now we're going to get ready for puck drop, and it looks like it's going to be taking place inside Yarmouth zone.
They're going to be in there for most of the game at this point.
Continues to be a parade to the box, but it's mostly been one-sided on the Wolverines' end. And now off that face-off win, they win. Just send it in deep and get back to go ready on defense for the penalty kill. Still 2:10 left on the man advantage for the Vikings. Vikings now trying to carry that one up, and they are just stripped of the puck, and down it goes.
Yeah, no, West Kings is going to keep a clear head now. They got to get back to disciplined hockey. That's what, 6, maybe 7 penalties now that they've had? And Yarmouth, they haven't gotten a lot of shots on. There's only 5 shots with almost a second period done with. But, you know, the more chances you give, the more chances that one of these are going to go in. And Yarmouth doesn't need to take a lot of shots. They just need one to go in. So,
as that one coming right out in front, the rebound. Can't get through the body in front. Good work on the block. Yarmouth now setting up, and fans on the one-timer. Just as Yarmouth gets set up in the offensive zone, another miscue at the point.
Great effort on the Penalty kill by the captain.
Here comes St. Nicholas carrying it in, but doesn't pull the trigger. Now has it behind the net. Content to kill off more time on the penalty.
Oh, interference called. Undisciplined play from Yarmouth. Comes out and nails the captain, who was nowhere near the puck. Goalie going to the bench for the extra man. This will change things.
And now I think West Kings just wanting to kill off as many penalty on their that they have on there, trying to get as much of a power play as they can with the puck in their own zone.
Absolutely. The name of the game here is control. Keep Yarmouth away from the puck. Kill your... Oh, that could be another penalty.
And now we'll see what all the calls are going to be. Both referees' arms were already up on the first initial call, so we can't see if the extra one's going to be called. But number 15 definitely going in. And it looks like that's just going to be it, as you'll see here. Just far away from the play.
Well,
nowhere near, and just a huge extra shove. So it's a 4-minute penalty, 4-minute interference call.
They're lucky that they got away with just that one penalty. West Kings was smart, controlled the puck, let their own penalty wear out to get the longest amount of time on the power play that they can, and then finally, let Yarmouth get there. So with 44 seconds left in their own, they're going to have a full 3-minute power play.
And the West Kings definitely don't need that extra man. They've been generating a lot of good chances, just even strength. They'll get their first opportunity to work on the power play. And you got to think Varen's going to be seeing a lot of rubber.
Yeah, this game could end in a 1-0 game. So you need to make sure that you're limiting the mistakes you're making, because the other team just needs to capitalize once. You've been unable to put a puck in, 17 shots now. So, if you keep giving them the penalty chances of power plays, sooner or later they're going to get a bounce. And all you need is that one bounce. So once this penalty's over, they need to take advantage of this and hold.
And here comes West Kings now, 4-on-4. That one gets stripped, and now the Vikings looking to go the other way. Here come the Vikings, 2-on-2 right now. Yarmouth coming in. That shot goes high, and James just sends that one even higher above his net, and all the way out it goes. And Vikings send that one toward the bench, and that's going to do it now. Wolverines now on the power play. Here come the Wolverines in their own zone, looking to regroup. An aggressive penalty kill right now by the Vikings. That's the most aggressive I've seen them a lot, sending in guys deep, even strength. And now here come the Wolverines.
There's a lot of frustration going on right now for both teams. And Yarmouth, they don't want to take another penalty, but they are playing heated right now. And so they're chasing on those power plays when they're on the offensive zone.
And now Wolverines have the time to set up, and they're looking to move it.
That should have been a one-timer.
That was a one-timer, and it was directed towards net. He had that side of the net completely open.
Yeah, there was a chance there, but he took the time to corral it and then figure out what was happening. By then, the goalie had position. But on a one-timer shot from there, that was a great chance.
Now it's the Wolverines still with it, back into the zone. Looking to set up again and get that moving. A shot from the point, saved by Varen. Rebound sitting out in front. Vikings trying to clear it away. And they do get it out of the zone, so now Wolverines going to have to set up once again. But now Vikings just trying to hold it along there to kill off the rest of the period. And that'll do it here in the second. Still no score of yet, but the shots, 18 in favor of the Wolverines, just 5 for the Vikings. What does each team have to do to break this deadlock?
Stop going into the box. First off is stay out of the penalty box. That's just generating chances for the other team to score. And you need to play with a clear head. West Kings dominates control. So they need to take that control and manage some more shots with better chances. They're taking a lot of point shots right now, which Yarmouth is letting them take without an effective screen. So what they need is puck movement deep to get better chances. Yarmouth, however, they've only got 5 shots. It's 2 periods of play, 5 shots. It's just not enough. In the law of averages, when you have no average, you're not going to have any goals either. So Yarmouth needs to get more play on the net. That defensive bend but not break is working. It's kept them in for 2 periods. But there's no point system now. You don't win the first, you don't win the second. All that matters is the end score in the third. And if they don't generate offensive chances to give them a chance to win, they're waiting on that lucky bounce, which may never show up.
And it's true, Yarmouth, they can't. It's exciting when they wait until the final minute to try and break it. It's exciting. It's very entertaining as well. And I love entertainment. But at the same time, it's not great hockey. You can't wait until the final minute to say, all right, guys, now we're all in. Let's put this puck in the net. You need to make that choice sooner rather than later. But now Yarmouth's going to be playing down a man for the first 2:08 here in the third.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be a long time in the box for him right now.
And here we go now, back in the action. Here come the Wolverines, easily getting through the blue line, carrying it all the way in deep, looking to set up that movement in the cycle once again. Back up to the point it goes. Waiting with it are the Wolverines. Now back over. He has some space, carrying it in again. Back over to the point. Wolverines still with it, then send it back up to the blue line. Wolverines taking their time, using their space.
Great control here, but you've always had this control for West Kings. Now you need to move the puck deep and generate some scoring chances and rebounds.
Wolverines still with it. Cross ice, one-timer, fans on. It goes way up in the air. I don't even know how that puck goes all the way up there on a one-timer like that.
I've seen that done playing golf, and I may have done it myself sometimes on a drive. You sit there, you tee up, and that thing just goes north. And you're looking for the drive. You're like, where to go? And the ball thumps back down because all you've done is get under it, and it goes straight up. That's what happened there. That puck came across with some speed. He wound up, took a shot, and all it hit was the top of that stick and went up.
Had that happen a few times on a few foul balls back in my T-ball days.
Exactly. You get under that thing, it's gone.
Just go straight up. You're like, I got a piece of that. Where's that ball? That's a home run for sure. It just fell behind me.
You're looking for it like, am I running? Did I go? And thunk. Aw.
It's only more embarrassing if you do a bat flip while you do it as well.
Exactly, right?
That's a quick another shot.
Oh, that was a rifle shot. 5 took that in the leg, and he is feeling that.
A little bit hampered a little bit. Going to tough it out here. And now St. Nicholas trying to weave through, though. That forwarding pass, though, intercepted by the Vikings, and they send it through. 1 minute left on the power play advantage for the Wolverines. Still looking for their first goal in this one. They've been sending a lot of puck toward Varon, but he's been met everything they've sent towards him.
Varon's needed to be on his game this time. A lot of chances from West Kings.
Goaltending definitely the strength for the Yarmouth Vikings, and a little bit of a helpful thing for all the fans. Varon, he isn't going anywhere. Grade 11, he's still got another year left, so goaltending is solid. As another huge hit thrown there by number 9. That
Cameron
was
Jackman, yeah.
Jackman sends his man flying, who's slow to get up. That's Nathan Weber taking his time getting to the bench. That was a hard hit.
That was a serious shot. He came in with some velocity there and put him on his back. Clean hit, great hit to play, but that shook him up.
Wolverines now going right back on the attack, and a return hit there.
That's the thing you got to watch out for. You see someone hit your guy, you're going to want to retaliate a bit, and you need to keep a clear head. Don't go after no one wins a game by getting the most retaliatory hits because someone went after your guy. Don't go after that. Just play your game, put the puck in the net.
Yeah, hit just being replayed up there. Some fans thinking that might have been a knee-on-knee, but it looked more of a side-on-side collision there.
Oh, no, it was a great body contact shot.
Now getting ready, just 5 seconds left on the man advantage. Wolverines win the face-off, back to even strength, saved by Varon. Vikings trying to clear it out, can't get past the blue line. Hunter now trying to play with it, but loses an edge, and down it goes, and now Vikings looking to go the other way. Here comes Yarmouth going on the attack. Menard fresh out of the box, that shot going wide. Wolverines now with it in the corner. Still carrying it around are the Wolverines. Trying to push it up, trying to get it out of their own zone. Yarmouth, though, sending their 3 guys deep, trying to get it away, but nope. Wolverines come out with it. It's St. Nicholas again. Here comes St. Nicholas. Carrying this one up, just dumps it in for the dump and chase, and he wins the race himself. St. Nicholas now behind the net with the puck, trying to get away from his man. Tried for a centering pass from his knees, but hits the back of the net. Now the Vikings with it. Yarmouth now looking to go the other way. Back and forth we go. But that has the puck stripped. Now it's the Wolverines with it. Still with it. The puck in their own zone. Waiting for the line change, giving his forward times to come on. That play just avoiding too many men as the final player just getting onto the bench. And now back into the zone, but Vikings playing some good defense at this point, get it right back out.
So, quick whistle on the offside. He played the puck on the other side of the line. Called dead, but as much as I hate to bring this up with 12 minutes left in the third, couple of goose eggs still on the board. What happens in the event of a tie in the third period?
I'm trying to remember, but I believe in previous games, it's the international rules where you have the first, I believe it's 10 or 5 minutes of overtime, and then you go to a shootout.
Gotcha.
That's what I believe it is. Don't give me the 100% certainty on that, because every year they try shake up the tiebreakers, but I believe in previous years it was the international rules, the little bit of 5-on-5 in the overtime, and then you just go straight to the shootout, mainly because the ice is booked and you can't have all day on the ice. That's the main reason it goes. Junior A Mariners have a little bit of the extra one so they can afford to, and then nothing's booked after a Mariners game, so they can go to the continuous overtimes in the playoffs. But, don't have that unlimited budget at the high school level.
No. And I just want to point something out to you. You did say 100% and not 100 for 100. No fractions in hockey.
This play continuing to go underway. More neutral zone play between both these teams as Vikings now making a little bit more difficult for the Wolverines to set up in their own zone, putting more on that lucky play there. A little bit of goaltender interference. The referee lets it go through. And
I don't think the ref saw it. That was a little behind the play. Hey, I'm in your crease. Let me be a little disruptive here. A little sneaky play by the Vikings, but got away with it.
Vikings now looking to go right back on the attack, but again, they get that puck to the blue line, and then almost instantly it goes right back on the sticks of the Wolverines. And now St. Nicholas has some space coming. And now here they go, pass it in, right up into the chest of Aaron, stands tall and holds on to that one.
Now, something of note, number 8 there for Yarmouth, Weber, the guy who took that serious hit earlier. He came onto the ice for his shift. Nicholas coming down the left wing there. He was skating at him with a fury. He was looking to throw a hit there, and then Nicholas cross-ice pass. He had to lift up. But once I noticed the number, I realized that was a little heated retaliation coming into effect, and he needs to get rid of that before he takes another penalty and puts his team down.
Yeah, definitely can't afford that because right now, this is the most deadlocked the play has been between these two teams in both meetings. As right now, neither team having a good chance setting up. A shot, though, gets deflected just wide of the net. And Wolverines now still with it, trying to get it off, and more collision behind the play. I don't see any arms up yet.
Eight's down there again, throwing additional hits. He is upset over that hit, and he's trying to make up for it with more physical play. But it's some dangerous hockey he's playing down there.
That point shot got kicked away from the net, and now
penalty.
With it now, here it comes. Finally, one too many. The ref says enough's enough. Point shot, the rebound just over-skated by the player skating towards it. Puck gets sent all the way back down there. Right now, it's still 6-on-6, or 6-on-5, I should say, extra man on the play, and now it's West Kings still with it, the Wolverines, but that one misplayed, and now finally Yarmouth touches up for the call.
Number 76 for Yarmouth, Isaac Moore, on the ice for a long time without a stick, and the play was, are they looking at the broken stick down there in the corner? That's what the shot is. But he was on the ice for a long time without a stick, and the play went back to center ice. I mean, at that point, go to the bench. Get a new one. Get back in the play. I understand that you want to stay in and make a difference, but you have no stick. Your options are limited. This is not soccer. You can't walk around and Pele a shot around with your foot. You need the stick.
Yeah, it's not easy to kick the puck around with any effectiveness, and now Wolverines going to get another opportunity on the power play. Their second shot and score, St. Nicholas. That one gets through. It was only a matter of time before the Wolverines got one through, and just like that, Moore's penalty cost them.
That I told you, you can't make those mistakes. You can't give them chances. And West Kings has been swarming in the last few minutes, and they wanted that. Yarmouth has been upset and trying to get more physical play retaliations instead of playing to the scoreboard. And there's a great shot one-timer with a couple bounces. It just gets by. Both goalies have been outstanding this game, but the bounces are going to happen. And it's just who gets it first.
That's Owen St. Nicholas with his third of the tournament, first today, and the first goal in this game. Finally, in the third period, we're finally broken up, but let's see if the Vikings pull a trick out of Digby's hat and go for the counter punch, a quick shot. That one easily handled by James.
They would like to get the counter punch because they would not like to go very long without a goal, because the longer this 8.5 minutes takes in this final period that you don't score, that's 8.5 minutes more of time that you're thinking, we can't get it by him. We're not doing enough. And then you're going to make more and more poor decisions. So the faster you can get back into this game, the better, because the longer it takes, the less confidence you're going to have.
First shot was blocked by the Vikings. Vikings still have the puck deep, and now Wolverines able to finally clear all the way down, but icing now all the way down, so another face-off going to take place in West Kings zone. Let's see how Yarmouth's able to respond now. A big face-off in the attacking zone. They really need to win this, and start sustaining some more offensive pressure. It was back and forth right until that penalty was taken by Moore. It was the most competitive that the game has been between these two, and tonight and earlier today.
Offensive pressure is all fine and dandy, but if you look at the board, they have 6 shots. They need more than offensive pressure. They need offense. We're not taking shots. You can play in the offensive team zone all day, which West Kings has shown you previously. They can do that, but it doesn't matter unless you put the puck in the net. So no matter how much offensive pressure you have, you can win a game on 6 shots, but the chances are slim.
And now here comes the Wolverines. It's Hunter coming in, has that one poked away. Tied up a little bit is number 12 for the Wolverines, but he's able to get it back to the point. That point shot goes through, bounce off someone, goes up into the rafters for another faceoff. Halfway through this third period. It's been a bit of a slower third period than we've had previously in the first and second. There's a lot more face-offs than we've seen at all between both of these teams, and that face-off, easy win there for the Wolverines, and now looking to cycle around yet again.
Yeah, now a chance for a break here, but I was going to say before this happened, the next penalty could be the costliest one for either team.
And a good job by the one defender back to poke that one away.
Late slash after that one. Yarmouth is still frustrated. Took his man off the play and into the boards and ended up with a free slash for it.
And that puck got shot in, deflected, and couldn't go towards the net. And now it's the Wolverines trying to clear the zone. They finally do get that one out and pass. And now Vikings try to send it right back, but that one goes up into the bench for another face-off.
Yeah, no, and that's what I'm just saying. Like the next penalty, if you take a penalty now late in this game, that could cost you a second goal, and you'll be down by 2. You know, yes, you made a comeback with 2 goals, but again, how many times is that going to happen in the last couple minutes? So you need to play smart, keep your head in the game, and play for the pucks on the net, not for the body. And there's 8 going back in for another shot on another player. Worried more about the physical presence and the ego instead of the score.
And here come the Vikings trying to tie this one up. And that's a late hit, and there we go. There's that penalty coming up, just as you were saying, JR. And that looks like a head contact. I'm not quite sure who it's going against. I thought the Vikings were the one who initiated the contact, but it looks like a Wolverine being headed and directed to the box. I'll have to see that one on the replay.
It's only 2 minutes. It looks like an incidental one.
Let's see here on the replay what exactly happened.
Oh, yeah.
And he does go high.
Well, it's not that he went high. It was unintentional. It looks like the Yarmouth player had come into the zone and was watching the puck, and the West Kings player was crossing, expecting the guy to go one way or the other, and then realized, we're going to collide. So I don't get the head contact. It's a weird call at this point, but clearly, interference could have been called at that point. So it really didn't matter too much. He needed to be more aware of what was going on around him, and they both kind of laid each other out.
Man in the box had his neck craned up at the screen just above his head, and after the replay went, put up his hands and shrugged his shoulders, saying, I don't know what I did wrong. And now Moore also going into the bench now on an unrelated charge. I'm not quite sure. Maybe another bench minor for complaining the call or complaining something.
I don't know what they're complaining about. They got the penalty.
No, both teams.
Full strength.
It's full strength, so I guess both guys getting the call for the head contact, and it's a warning to both players, hey, watch what you're doing. You can hurt somebody out there.
Yeah, no, it's a weird situation, and we can't hear the calls from up here, so we don't know exactly what happened. Initially, the motion was head contact. So, I don't know if it's the same player in the box for Yarmouth that had the collision, but if it is, maybe they just, kind of both got the call for it.
And now, Vikings take a shot on there, a rebound popping right out. It's Menard now, trying to send it back to the point. Another point shot, not much on it. That shot, good save there by Janes, a point-blank save against the Vikings. And now Yarmouth, another centering pass, puck out in front of Janes, that one being carried away by the defender. Wolverines now looking to go on the breakout as Yarmouth trying to sustain some more pressure. But right back onto the sticks and calmly, Wolverines just waiting to kill off some time, trying to draw those Viking attackers in.
This is their game right now. They're up, and they know they have the composure and pressure to control the play in whatever zone they're in. So they've got to – now they need to limit the already limited 7 shots that Yarmouth has and make sure they don't give away a late goal like they did last game.
Almost a dangerous play there as the bench door was open. It looked like a collision was about to happen right next to the bench. A wise decision by the Wolverine player. It looked like he pulled up a bit before he threw the hit. Seeing that the bench door was open, he didn't really want to hurt the guy that badly.
Nobody, well, I can't say nobody, but most of the kids don't want to actually hurt someone. You'll get heated in a game. There's a lot of passion going on, but nobody wants to have a serious injury like that. And when the door's open, just like when you see the numbers, you got to ease up.
Now it's the Vikings once again trying to get that puck on net. The wraparound, though, blocked away by the defenders. It's the goal scorer, St. Nicholas, sending that one sat forward pass up, but unable to reach it was his intended target. And now the Vikings looking to go on the attack. That shot knocked away by James. The rebound quickly cleared away by the Wolverines.
We got a collection of, I believe, Yarmouth mothers over here to our left. And when that shot went on net, there was a lot of excited reactions from that little pack. There's a lot of stress and teeth gnawing, I think, happening right now.
And now
some forehead rubbing going on down there.
Shot.
It is full-on parent stress.
The stress of being a hockey parent in Canada weighs on them. Seen a few. There was one during my swimming days, there was one parent who would act out whatever swim their child was doing in the pool at the same time. So it was entertainment in the pool and in the stands going on at the same time.
Little parental mind meld happening there.
Maybe trying to pass in the positive vibes through the actions themselves. I've heard of parents trying to live through their children, but that was a bit much. And that shot going right in between the legs, and Barron not liking the extra poke afterwards, getting fired up there.
That's great for West Kings, though. I mean, they took a little shot on the covered up rebound. Not necessary, but the reaction from the goalie was a reaction to saying, "Hey, stay away from me," which means he's under their skin. If the goalie's just let it go, then it means he's in control and he's in his zone. But the fact that he retaliated so quickly like that means he's upset, and you've got a chance because he's off.
As a goaltender, I can relate. The most thing I hated the most was when I had a puck clearly covered and the other team would still start digging for it. That was the main thing to get under my skin, and that could easily throw me out of a zone. Now it's Yarmouth trying to go back on the attack, running out of time of just coming up on the 3:30 mark here in the third. But now Wolverines going on the counter attack, try to kick that one through, and now Vikings looking to go the other way. They may have numbers.
Oh,
but it's a friendly fire.
Yeah, a little friendly fire there.
Wolverines.
Yeah, they went in after the Yarmouth player, but missed him and collided with his own man. Now just one West Kings player looking for some help against 3 Yarmouth Vikings.
Yeah, Wolverines going for a change right now, but again, West King just content to continue and kill off as much time as they can. They have the lead, and they know the Vikings have been generating much offensively. So as long as you don't give them any more opportunities, you can get the win.
Yeah, you currently own this game. So now you have to dictate what's going to happen in the last 3 minutes. And we've got a breakaway chance here.
It's one-on-one right now. Goes between the legs, shoots, saved by James, and the rebound taken away by West Kings. Again, very calmly by the defenseman, not acting like that was the game, tying his game up in the air. Just nice and easily carry that out of the blue paint.
Yeah, no, good calm composure here, but you're seeing a lot of frustration behind the play. Some late hits, some cheap shots with the sticks and slashes. That'll be an icing. Get some fresh legs and hopefully some calmer heads.
See here on the replay, that fantastic opportunity. Good shot in the puck. Just sitting there, but just calmly taking away his number. I believe that was number 16, Carson Harper, just calmly, nonchalantly, just going to take this out of that danger area. I'm just going to take it away.
Yeah, someone left this puck here. This should not be here. This is a not safe place for you. I'm going to take you aside. Let me move you into safety.
I do not think the puck should be sitting here. I think that's dangerous for us.
Oh, no,
so
someone could trip and fall on this. He's just thinking of everyone else.
Now a quick shot, a weird angle, but Jane's able to hold on to the rebound as Vikings continue to try to put some pressure here late. Trying to tie this one up, 2:19 left in the third. Again, a spot in the semifinals on the grab. The winner of this game will be facing Central Kings Gators tomorrow, I believe at 1 o'clock over in Arena 2. So that game will not be covered by MC Media because at the same time, Barrington and Parambal will be going at it over here in Arena 1.
Yeah, there's a lot of tense parents on both sides. Even the West Kings parents who have the lead right now are nervous anytime Yarmouth comes into the zone because they know just one goal ties it up.
And they know what happened last game when Yarmouth scored 2 late in the final minutes. A good opportunity there for the Wolverines. Another opportunity. That rebound goes all the way out. Wolverines still, if it tried to send it back to St. Nicholas, but he was already going back in the opposite direction. Wolverines still with another point shot. That one blocked by the Vikings. Less than 2 minutes left here in the third. Vikings with it now, waiting to see if Varon will be heading to the bench.
Bad choice there, 2-on-2.
Now here comes the Wolverines. Again, another quick shot, that one going wide. Varon needs to get back, puck right out in front of him. Covers up for the face-off with 1:25 left in the third.
1:25 left, and now the thing that you cannot do on either team is take a poor penalty. You got to keep your head in this. It's all about the 1 and the 0. Doesn't matter if you got leveled by a guy earlier and you remember his number. You're not thinking about 15 or 8 or 76. You toss all those other numbers out, and all that matters is the goal. We got a quick timeout here while both teams get composure and focus, but you cannot take a penalty. You take a penalty at this point, that is the game for your team.
Always forward, don't look back. That should be the motto for the Vikings at this point. Don't put the retaliation out of the way. You got a little bit over a minute left in this game. You've done it before. You scored 2 goals in less than a minute against this team just today. You can do this. You can win the game. You just need to have that last little bit of defense and turn that into offense. And you have to expect, if the Vikings get the puck deep, you got to think Varon's headed to the bench.
Yeah, well, if they can get control in the offensive zone, they got to pull him. There's no other choice. But the problem is Yarmouth is not having consistent control and pressure in any zone. So, he wants to get out of there and give his team an extra man. But here, Yarmouth had it in their defensive zone. They just gave it away.
Now, alone in front is Hunter. Shikes a shot, and it just goes wide.
Oh, that was a rebound kicked wide, and that was almost an open net goal chance for another player, but couldn't get near it to take a shot.
And now it's the Vikings losing control. It's St. Nicholas trying to take that one behind, as we're now in the final minute here in the first. Yarmouth Vikings down by 1. Cooks Cup tournament They see their tournament coming to a close here. They want to go far.
Here comes the goalie. Once they got control at center ice, they pulled him.
And now it's a race for it. Vikings need to gain control.
Shot down. Nope.
It's going in.
Clicking left.
But it just holds off, and now it's going to be an icing down in the Wolverine zone. A huge face-off now for the Yarmouth Vikings. They have the extra man. They need to win this face-off, get control, and then they start throwing pucks at the net.
Yeah, now it's tough to determine what West Kings will do. If it's going to be a dump and shoot every time, because every dump you're going to take maybe 6-7 seconds off before icing gets called. Oh, chance
puck
out
loose
in
in front.
front.
Oh, mad scramble for it. The puck's still loose. Finally taking out.
Oh, no, they missed it.
And now
West Kings breaking out.
Here comes the Wolverines 101.
That's it.
Shoots, and it's over. Austin Williams with the icing on the cake.
Oh, tough game. You had to pull the goalie. You needed that chance. But again, like I said, Yarmouth doesn't have solid control. They lost. They had a chance. They had to scramble in front of the net. 5 guys, I think, were down there on the replay. 1 whack at it, 2 whacks, 3rd whack off a foot. And then there's the pile up. Who knows what's going on in there? Everyone's reaching for it, and all of a sudden the puck squirts out and they're gone.
Austin Wilson with what is the icing on the cake. And the West Kings Wolverines will be facing the Central Kings Gators later on tomorrow around 1 o'clock. That should be a great game. Those two teams haven't faced each other yet at the Cooks Cup, but you got to think, the two Kings County teams, they have to be familiar with each other. That's going to be a good one over in Arena 2.
Yeah, 5 seconds here to wrap this one up. This was a better game played by Yarmouth, a better defensive game. They controlled their zone at the very least to keep pucks out of the net early, gave them a chance to win it in the end, but 11 shots in the final here. You just need more chances.
And that's really going to be it. A disappointing end for the Yarmouth Vikings, winless in this Cooks Cup tournament. Came close on numerous occasions. Lost a tie game against Paramba. 4 seconds left. Gave up the lead against these very West King Wolverines with .3 left on the clock. Vikings coming so close. A disappointing end, but they put up a good fight.
Yeah, no, you can't rely on the last minute of a game to pull out a win. That means you failed to challenge hard enough for all the other 59 minutes, right? So you want to come out and you want to get these goals early, be on the ball, and let the other team come after you.
And that'll do it for day 2 of the Yarmouth Cooks Cup tournament. Join us tomorrow, 1 o'clock. We'll have it's Paramba taking on Barrington. That should be a good one. On behalf of myself, CJ Killam, JR Surrett, those behind the camera and in the booth, thank you for watching MC Media. Come back tomorrow where we'll have the semifinals and the final game. It should be a good one.